Hey, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode. Today I got me a, well, you saw the title. You know what this is. This is the new DJI RS3. I have not upgraded my gimbal in like forever. This one right here is the Gimbal S, which I have still been using to shoot events with. It was released in 2019. So yeah, this is a long time coming because, you know, gimbal tech has been really good. So back in the days, the Gimbal S, it actually is a super strong gimbal. It still is today. It can handle my A7 IV. And so I have no problem with it at all. So I haven't been upgrading at all. But come this beauty right here. This is the RS3. And I finally got it. Every time I look at a gimbal, there's something new about it, some newfangled thing, new feature that they released. But pretty much all of them out there, the motor is pretty much the same, to be honest with you. If it can handle your Sony A7 IV along with a big lens like this Tamron right here, you know, to me, the motor strength is pretty good. So I never had to really upgrade it since 2019. But this RS3 right here has entered into a brand new dimension. What I mean by that is that, you know, TikTok's taking off, Instagram's now doing a lot of vertical video and so on and so forth. And so the Gimbal S hasn't really been able to keep up with that kind of change. With the new gimbal these days, the new features are geared towards taking vertical video to the next level. And that's what I'm aiming to do with the RS3 right here. Along with that, there are some extra features. The one thing about the Gimbal S that I really love is that you can lock all the axes down and you can just, you know, travel with this, right? With it flat like this. And I really love that feature, and that's the reason why I got that. I still love it till today, but the RS3 actually took it to the next level, which automatically fold down to that size. So things that just blows my mind that they just keep coming up with. Yeah. Anyway, today we're gonna unbox this thing, take a look at it. Maybe I'll do some test videos with this thing if we have time. Voila. So we got instruction booklets, USB cables. It looks like some quick release plates, some screws. This thing right here that holds up your big lens. Oh yeah, so this is the plate, the quick release plates that goes onto the gimbal itself. Here's the grip, the battery of the grip. The grip, battery grip. And then a very important mini tripod for your gimbal. And then the gimbal itself, which is pretty small. Well, I guess without the grip, it's pretty small. But wow, there's nothing in here, right? Okay. Look at this thing, huh? So without the grip, it's about this small. Essentially what that means is that, guys, you can pack it like this in your bag right here. And it looks, yeah. I'm just happy that it folds down like this. These goes right there, I believe, yeah. Snap on. Oh, this feels good. Well, the grip is thicker than the Gimbal S right here, and let me show you the difference. The Gimbal S is definitely a lot smaller. Well, it depends on how you look at it, I guess. Gimbal S is a lot smaller. I mean, look at this, right? Surprisingly though, it feels like it weighs the same. So you see that? This is a very interesting comparison here. Like I said, guys, I haven't really touched another gimbal since 2019 with the Weeble S because I never had to feel like I had to. But this is how big it is. Wow. That's how tall it is too. Okay, so I've got the biggest lens that I own, along with the biggest camera that I own on here. Sony A7 IV, along with the Tamron 20, I think it's 28, yeah, 28, it's not 24, 28 to 75. Okay guys, so I've gotten this thing balanced. So the first thing that you're gonna wanna know is that, do I need to manually balance it? Yes, you do. You have to manually balance it before you do the auto tune or the auto balance on this thing. Because what I did was I popped my camera on there just to see if it'll work. Just me throwing the camera on there, it won't work. After it auto balance your unbalanced gimbal, if for about 5 minutes it starts beeping and the motor starts getting really hot. You can definitely feel it on the joint. It gets really hot. And then the thing just beeps and it says, hey, this gimbal is unbalanced, and then it just goes to sleep. Also, on top of that, if you look at this right here, you see that green right there? You see that green icon? Well, what it does is that it starts flashing red on you, okay? So that it tells you, hey, this thing is unbalanced. And yeah, after a few minutes, it just starts beeping and then it just goes to sleep. Pretty interesting stuff, I think. The way that they've done it. I wish that there was a way where I can just like turn it on real quick and just balance my camera and then do the auto balance. But the way they walk you through the process, they really didn't leave room for you to balance your camera. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird. But yeah, anyway, I like this gimbal a lot. I will have to get, you know, a what do you call this? One of those grip on the side right here, because I'm sorry guys, but using your camera like this right here the whole time for like maybe 4 to 6 hours during your event, you're gonna be hurting quite a bit. So yeah, I will be getting a grip that I saw that DJI has, so I will be adding that on there. But other than that, I think it comes with all the accessories that you need to get started. So if I put my Zhiyun Weeble S next to the Ronin, all set up, you can see that it's slightly taller. The RS3 is slightly taller. I don't think that's a big deal for me, you know. So even though it looks like it's a lot more powerful and it's a lot bigger, it's really not after you unfold everything. So in conclusion, I want to touch on, is it worth upgrading from Weeble S, which is my 3 years old gimbal, to the new RS3? I say technology has definitely surpassed the Weeble S, and so I would say yes, you would upgrade it. But if you're looking just for a simple gimbal for your camera and you're just starting out, I think the Weeble S is totally sufficient for any camera you throw on there. It still works with my Sony A7 IV, which is a pretty hefty camera. It works with this big lens right here that I have, 28 to 75 Tamron. It works just fine. So Weeble S is gonna be just fine. But if you're looking for the most advanced stuff out there, I would say RS3 right now is the most advanced camera gimbal that I have ever had. So yeah, that's it for me. I'm out of here. Have a good one.